Hello. Hi, everybody. Hopefully there are some people watching. Maybe send some comments. I know it's a little bit lagged, but let me know if you can hear me, if the PSP sign is proper. It looks okay for me. Oh, looks like one person is watching. Oh, more people are coming in. Good. We got some likes coming. Send a comment, make sure that you can hear me. I'm sure you can. Everything was working last time. That's good. Awesome. Well, as people start to come in, I can see numbers are starting. I can't see any comments yet, but welcome again to my living room and this workout. My name is Danee. Thanks, Jeff. The sign looks good. My name is Danee. Some of you may have seen that it was supposed to be a core workout today, but things changed last minute, and it's going to be a force-specific style workout today. Don't worry, there will still be core in the workout, so we won't lose out on that. You'll still work your core. So, some things to say as people are filtering in. I have a disclaimer to read first. So, please refer to the PSP Work in Facebook event listing for more information on the PSP Telefitness program, including how you can make an informed decision on whether to seek professional advice before participating in our online fitness classes. The link to the PSP Work in event listing can be found in today's live stream description. Okay, so now that that's out of the way, also, make sure you send some likes. I already see some so far. Send some fist bumps, comment. I have really bad eyes, so I won't be reading them really as we go, and it's pretty delayed. But if you want as well, take some pictures or some video of you doing the workout and tag CFB Halifax in there. Thank you, Lucas. I cleaned up first before too, obviously. So, like I said, we're doing a force-specific style workout today. Not a lot of equipment. You can grab weights if you would like to make it a little bit harder. I'm going to do body weight just because I did a workout earlier today and I don't want to destroy myself. So if you want to grab some weights, whatever you have around the house, or if you actually have fitness equipment. If you want to grab a towel, I'll show you how to roll it up after, or some books just so that we can elevate our heels. And make sure you have either a couch or a stool. I'll be using my stool for this one. A water bottle and a mat if you don't feel like being on the floor. But that's pretty much it for today. Oh, I think I see more comments. Mazur, hello. So that's pretty much it for today. We're going to do two different circuits. One will be a conditioning piece first, and then we'll do some strength. So go grab your stuff. If you want also a chair to do the squats, you can grab that as well. But what we're going to need is a towel, like I said. So all you need is to roll it up. I have mine. Folded it in half. Yes, it's Star Wars if you noticed. I'm a big dork. And we're just going to roll it up nice and tight. It's just going to be something that you can place your heels on. So if you would prefer a book or something, you can use that. But just rolling it up like so into like a little sausage. We don't need it just yet, so you can put it off to the side. But that's all we're going to need. So to start, we're going to be doing the 4 specific exercises, like I said. So obviously we don't have a ton of space or a lot of sandbags to do kind of specific movements related to the force test. But what we're going to do is focus on the muscles that we use during force testing or the cardiovascular system that we're going to use. So we're going to be doing a conditioning circuit first and then some strength pieces. So what we're going to do first though is warm up, obviously. So let's get started. If you want, you can be barefoot like I am. I will probably put my shoes on for the strength piece. But for jumping around, like I said last time, I have a neighbor below, and I don't want to be rude and jumping all over the place. So let's just start with our warm-up. We're going to do in and outs to start, so slowing it down. We're just going to go out, out, in, and then speed it up a little bit. You can go nice and slow if you want, but we just want to get the heart rate moving. Ooh. I saw myself move there, and it looks like I lagged. Good. So trying to keep the torso solid, only moving from those feet. Good. We're going to switch to butt kicks now. So heel towards the glutes, keeping the torso nice and tall. I'm not going very fast because, again, my neighbor, just trying to slow it down. Good. Back to the outs and in. So out, out, in. Our conditioning circuit is going to be kind of like the warm-up too, except intensified. Kind of like a Mary warm-up. Good. Back to the butt kickers. Good. All right, coming down to a tabletop position. So on your hands and knees. We're just going to start with our thoracic spine. So left hand is going to go on the back of the head. We're going to bring the elbow down towards the ground and then up towards the sky. So only moving from that upper back, keeping our hips nice and solid. So we want our knees right underneath our hips and our wrists right underneath our shoulders, only moving from that upper back. Good. Placing that left hand down, we're going to go to the right. Good. Good. From here, we're going to do some fire hydrants, opening up the hips a little bit. So, again, tabletop position, curl the toes under. We're just going to start by leading with the left and raising up. So we're going to start with the left and stay on here. Fire hydrants, I'm assuming, because it looks like a dog is leaning on a fire hydrant. But think about leading with the glute, so squeezing that glute as we come up, opening up the hip. Good. Placing that left knee down, we're going to start on the right now. Ooh, catches in the way. I went for a run earlier, so if I'm sniffling, I'm sorry, it's just from the run. I don't normally do that. Good. From here, we're going to do Spider-Mans. We've done this before with a few different people, a few different instructors. How I'm going to do it, tall plank to start. We're going to drag that toe up until we get to our lunge, doing Mary style. Again, we're going to work on our thoracic spine a bit, so bringing the elbow down towards the ground and then scooping our arms up. We're going to alternate these, so bringing the left foot back, right foot forward, and switch. So we're keeping this one nice and active, only bringing that foot up to as far as we can. Good. Back to tabletop position. We're going to open up the hips a little bit more. Wide stance frog rockers, whatever they want to be called. So just on kneeling, if kneeling, I guess this is a bad time, but if kneeling is hurting you, just place some extra towels or a pillow underneath the knees. We're going to get a nice wide stance. And then we're just going to rock our hips back towards our heels and then forward onto our hands. So we're just opening up the hips a little bit, getting ready for the squats. This would be a very awkward time if somebody walked in on you at the workout at this point. But just say we're working on our hips. So go to the side so you can kind of see. We're just kind of getting into that squat position. Next, we're going to kick out the left leg, same thing. Rocking back. I can't really see my foot anymore. Same thing. Inner thigh a little bit more. Feel a little bit of a different stretch here. Switching over to the right. Good. Can't see any comments, but I'm sure everybody is doing amazing. Good. Coming up to standing, we're going to do everybody's favorite, inchworms. So standing at the end of your mat, we're just going to fold over, inching our hands towards a plank, and then bringing our feet up towards our hands to follow. And switching. I know we've all done this a million times, but it is a great warm-up. I do it all the time, even when I'm at a gym. It's a great warm-up. Let's do one more, and then I'm going to grab some water. Good. I'm warm, so I'm assuming everybody else is warm. I'm going to check some comments. Oh, it looks like there's a lot of people here, so it's good. Ah, perfect. So send some comments. Can't seem to see much, but I'm sure you are all there enjoying it. So, our first circuit is going to be our conditioning circuit. So what we're going to do is 30 seconds of work, 30 seconds of rest, 2 times, 3 different movements. That was a lot. So we're going to do 30 seconds of mountain climbers. You'll get 30 seconds of rest to kind of get yourself situated and get your energy back for the next 30 seconds. We're going to then do jump squats, 30 seconds, resting again, and then shuffle steps. We did that one with Mary, I believe the first class we did way back a few weeks ago. So I'm sure you would remember it. If not, I will let you do it. For this one, I want you to be working at an RPE, so a rate of perceived exertion. We all hear that during the force test. Normally it's a 6 to a 20 of how you're feeling. This one's going to be a scale of 1 to 10. So 1 being sitting on the couch doing nothing, 10 being the hardest thing you've ever done. So I want you to work at around an 8 during these 30 seconds. You shouldn't be able to hold a conversation with your friend or your family member, whoever you're with, or having a conversation with yourself. So it should be hard effort. You have 30 seconds to recover and get back into the movement. So give it all you got during that 30 seconds, and then you'll have time to rest before the next movement. We're only going 2 rounds, and it's only 3 movements each. So what this does is it's going to help improve our cardiovascular system, and it's going to help us maintain higher intensity for longer periods of time. Sorry, I have notes written so that I don't forget to tell you anything. What's important about this is that 3 out of the 4 tasks that we do during the force test are going to be working in that kind of fashion. So, like I said, first one is going to be conditioning piece, 30 seconds of work, 30 seconds of rest. I'll show you each movement as we go. You have 30 seconds of rest so you can watch me perform the next movement, and then the next time around we'll just go through it like we did the first class we did. So first one's going to be mountain climbers. I'm going to make sure I have my timer going first. So ready. So mountain climbers are the first one. You can do it from the elbows, from the wrists, or you can do it from an elevated position like your couch. But each position, I want to make sure that the wrists or the elbows are right underneath the shoulders, and we're keeping one nice long line from the shoulders down to the toes. So in this position, I'm going to drive my knees up towards my chest. So going a little bit faster is going to obviously increase your RPE to around the 8. So working at your level of an 8 out of 10 for this one. I'll explain the next 2 movements as we go, but we're going to get started on the first one. So I hope everybody's ready. Give me some thumbs up or likes if you're ready to go. I'm sure you're ready to go. So let's get ready. Going in 3, 2, 1, and go. 30 seconds here. Good. Keeping that butt down. Driving the knees up towards the chest. I'm not working at an 8 clearly because I'm able to talk to you. Good. Keep going. 10 seconds left. Keep going, keep going. 2, 1, and rest. 30 seconds here. Whew. All right, send some more likes if you are enjoying this. Next one, squat jumps. So landing nice and softly so my neighbors don't hear me. Coming down into the squat, jumping up, landing on the toes. Nice soft landing. If this doesn't feel good for you, coming down, up, and driving back down. So coming up onto the toes, driving down. 3, 2, 1, and go. 30 seconds came fast. Good. Nice soft landing so your neighbors don't hear you. Pretty sure she can hear me, but good. 13 seconds left. Keep going. I'm clearly not working at an 8. And rest. Good. Next one, shuffle, step. So I don't have a lot of room, so I'm not going to shuffle once. You can shuffle a few times back and forth, depending on how much space you have. But we're just going to shuffle to the side, tap down, shuffle back. All right, that's it. We're going again in 10 seconds. So if you have more space, go a little bit longer. I have a tiny apartment. 3, 2, 1, and go. Tapping down. Good. Obviously, the faster you go, the harder it's gonna get. Good, holding on. Keeping that same energy level the entire time. 8 seconds left, hold on. Good. And rest. 30 seconds, we're back to mountain climbers. Glad I opened the window today. I am hot already. So again, any variation you want for this one. Elbows, wrists, couch, stool, anything elevated. We're going again in 10 seconds. Catch your breath. One nice deep breath, 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and go. Driving the knees up towards the chest. Nice and quick. Working at your level of 8. Keep going, keep going. Ten seconds. Keep driving. This is the last time you have to do it. And rest. Whew, good job. 2 more movements, squat jumps. Next, grab some water in between, walk around. Just don't sit down. You want to keep active during this rest. Whew. So if you're moving around, again, send some likes. Let me know you're enjoying this. We got 10 seconds to our squat jumps. Still can't read anything, but we're good. 3, 2, 1, and go. So remember, you can come up onto the toes. You don't have to fully jump. Whatever you're comfortable with. As long as you're working at whatever 8 you feel comfortable with. Good job. Keep going. Good. 6 seconds. 2, 1. Oh. I shouldn't have done so much quads before this. My own fault. All right. Shuffle, touch is the last one. Then we're done. Not for the day, but for the circuit. Next stuff isn't going to be as intense. Get that over with first, right? Hard stuff first, easy stuff later. All right, going again in 8 seconds. Remember, shuffling, tapping down. 3, 2, 1, and go. Shuffle, tap with that outside hand. Good, keep going. Increase that intensity level until you get to an 8. You shouldn't be able to talk. Eight seconds left. Keep pushing, keep pushing. And rest. Good job, everybody. I'm more so giving myself. Good job, too. All right. So that was the end of the first portion. Make sure to grab some water. I know I need it. I will check in. Oh, hello. don't see many comments, but I'm sure there are plenty. There's 55 people here, 57. So, alrighty. Oh, I know you're tired. So, next portion is going to be our strength portion. Not as intense. Oh, there's all the loves. Oh, I got one angry face. Don't worry, the next part's going to be great. Alright, so next portion, strength. 45 seconds of work, 15 seconds of rest, 2 rounds again. But we're going to have 5 different movements in the circuit. Last 5 movements, and then a core piece. I lied. For 1 minute. Twice. So first portion is going to be a squat. So I'm going to, this time, because we only have 15 seconds in between each one, I'm going to explain each movement, and then we're going to go from the top. But you have 45 seconds, so if you forget what the movement was, just watch and you'll catch it really quick. So, this is when you're going to need your towel or your books. What we're doing is a heel elevated 1 1/4 squat. This is a shout out to Lucas giving us all these quarter movements. But this is also going along with the time under tension that we talked about the last time I taught everybody. So we're keeping those muscles contracted for a little bit longer, and it's going to be a little bit harder on the body. So this is also going to help us keeping our chest up nice and tall with our heels elevated. You're actually going to see that it's easier to get into a squat. I actually have my shoes on for this, sorry. I like to work out in my shoes. It's a little bit more comfortable for me. So if you want to put your shoes on too. Kind of feel like Mr. Rogers putting my shoes on right now. I'll get my cardigan. All right. So, going back to our towel. Heels elevated. We're going to do a little bit more of a narrow stance on our squat today. It's going to be easier to get into it, trust me. Feet, toes pointed a little bit more forward, just underneath our hips. What the quarter squat is going to look like is we're going to squat down, keeping our chest up nice and tall. Come up 1/4 of the way, back down, and then up. That's one squat, so 1 1/4. So down, keeping the chest up nice and tall. Coming up, quarter squat, back down, and up. So what I don't want to see is that bounce up from that quarter squat. Use control the whole way down and the whole way up, okay? From there, we're going to do everybody's favorite is a push-up. I know we've done them, Jeff did them yesterday, but they're going to be a little bit different for this one. You're going to have a little bit of rest. It's not going to be 45 seconds of straight push-ups. So how this one is going to work, it's inchworms and a push-up. So coming all the way down, walking ourselves into a high plank, going into that push-up, and then walking our hands back. That's 1 rep. Then we would continue. 45 seconds. To modify this, we can come down onto our knees, into the push-up, do the push-up, and then walk our hands back up. This can also be done from an elevated position, so on a stool or on a couch as well, okay? If you want to make it a little bit harder, you can do one leg. So, taking one leg out, bending it all the way over, walking into a plank, push up, and then walking back. You can alternate your feet with each rep. From there, we're going to get our couch or our stool. I have my stool here. We've done a bunch of glute bridges already. Mary did some with her couch. We're going to do it backwards. So feet are going to be elevated this time rather than our shoulders. So what we're going to do is get nice and close to our couch or our stool. Heels are going to be down. We're going to be at around 90 degrees. Hands down on the ground. I like to have my heels down, toes up. Pressing heels in towards the bench. Raising our hips up, squeezing the glutes, and coming back down. Okay, so we're going to create one nice long line from shoulders to knees, not arching at the back too much, just squeezing through the glutes. And back up. Okay? From there, Blackburns. I'm going to show you from seated just so you can see what the movement's supposed to look like, but we're going to be doing it from a prone position. So you're going to start in a W position with your arms off the ground. We're going to raise our arms up overhead and then come back down, leading with the elbows, squeezing those shoulder blades together, and then back up. So from the side, I don't want the shoulders rolled forward, shoulders back, coming up overhead, pulling with, leading with the elbows, squeezing those shoulder blades together, and then back up. So that's going to be from the floor, toes curled under, squeezing all, come over a bit, squeezing all the muscles in the body, head down, arms overhead, squeezing the shoulder blades together, and forward. If this is too much, we can just do shoulder pulses. So in that W position again, we're going to squeeze up and back down. So you can do either one. Last movement, it's a Cossack squat. So it is a nice lunge. Hopefully my mats don't move. Nice wide lunge. We're going to go lunge side to side. So hips coming back. Oh, I'm backwards. Hips coming back. Keeping our chest nice and tall, not rounding over. Pressing through that foot. Coming back to standing. And then rotate towards the other side. You can add some weight to this if you want to make it a little bit harder. But if it's something that you haven't done before, I would try with just body weight. There's also going to be, I'm just going to check the comments. Breathing, good. Good. All right. Apartment too small for side steps. I'm sorry. My apartment's small too. Last part is going to be a core piece. There's going to be two different ones. We're going to do them for a minute each. So the first one is going to be dead bugs. We're going to make sure that our low back is on the ground, shoulder blades off. If you feel comfortable, if that hurts the neck, feel free to keep it down. But knees and hips at 90, toes towards the shins, arms overhead, alternating arms and legs. We did this with Maddie, so you should be a pro at this. If this is kind of too much on the brain, feel free to just use the legs one at a time, okay? That's going to be a minute long. Contracting the core, making sure that we're breathing through that one. The second one after will just be heel taps. So lying on the ground, leading with the core rather than the fingers. We're just going to tap our heels. Okay? All right, so send me some likes, loves, fist bumps if you're ready to go. We're going to go 45 seconds of each movement, 15 seconds of rest, and then we'll get started and get going. All right? Making good time. We'll get through two. There's a love. There's a little heart. All right, so get your towels ready. I'm going to get my timer started. Make sure everybody can see me. All right, ready to go? Thumbs up, I'm sure. Ah, there we go. Some loves right away when I said that. All right, first off, the squats. I'm sure you forgot what the movement was. We're doing the 1 1/4 squat. We're going in 3, 2, 1, and go. Good, so down, up a quarter, back down, and up. Not speeding through this. Keeping our chest up nice and tall. Pressing through those heels. And we're not bottoming out and bouncing. We're controlling this movement the whole way. Good, we're halfway. Good. This is a really good one to make sure that we're keeping our chest up nice and tall. When we do those sandbag lifts, we tend to round our back and lift with a bad squat stance, and our chest comes down. So this is going to help us keep our chest nice and tall. Woo, and rest. Good, 15 seconds. Move your towel out of the way. We're going into our push-ups. So, inchworming out, whichever variation you want. 3, 2, 1, and go. Good, keeping those elbows close to the body. Standing tall. Good. Make sure you're breathing through all of these movements. Think about exhaling during all of the hard portions. So with this, you want to breathe out when you press up. Good. You're doing great. I'm sure all my neighbors think I'm talking to myself. Whew. Doing awesome. Keep going. Oh, and rest. Whew. 15 seconds. Doing awesome. Got a leg there. All right, on to the glute bridges. Sorry, I needed water. Going in 5 seconds. Good. Heels down. Squeezing through the glutes. Bringing the hips up nice and tall. Good. We don't want to be moving through the back. We want to be pushing through the glutes. Good. So hinging is really great functional movement. Just jumping over these yesterday. But just bending over, picking things up. I know this is a weird way to think about hinging, but you are hinging at the hips and you're strengthening your glutes, your hamstrings, and your low back, which all help you bend over properly. Almost there. And rest. Good job. Gonna roll up nice and ladylike. All right, shoulder squeezes or Blackburns. Lying down on the ground. Toes curled, squeeze glutes. Arms overhead. Pulling back with the shoulder blades. Leading with the elbows. So we're exhaling as we come back. Again, you can do shoulder pulses. You're doing great. Keep going. It's only 45 seconds. Oh. And rest. Oh, good job. Almost done. Going into our Cossack squats. 8 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and go. So keeping that chest up nice and tall. Only going as far as we can into that lunge. And back up. Good. Keeping that chest tall. Show me the logo on your shirt. You can use your hands as counterbalance. Getting a little bit deeper with each one. Good. 20 seconds left. Everyone's doing awesome. 13 seconds here. Again, you can add weight if you need to. Make this harder. And rest. Good. 15 seconds here. Going into our dead bug for 1 whole minute. And then we're starting over again. 3, 2, 1, and go. Nice, slow, controlled movement here. Keeping that low back on the ground. Pulling those toes towards the shin. Good. And again, if this is too much for Tuesday afternoon, and your brain's not functioning, just do the legs. Belly up the spine. Breathing through this movement. Don't want to be holding our breath. We're halfway. I know, you're probably like, oh my God, only halfway. You're still doing great. 20 seconds. A few more reps in. Keep going. 5 seconds left. 3, 2, 1. Give yourself a nice little hug. Grab some water. We have 30 seconds before we're going to start the next round. Same thing again. 1 more. That's it. You're all doing great. I'm still not seeing comments or anything. I don't know if everybody's just quiet or what, but I'm sure you're doing amazing. Oh, there's a like. Thank you. I don't know who gave it to me, but oh no. All right, going back to it. I'm gonna pause it for a second so that we get full 45 seconds. I got distracted by comments. All right, grab your towel. Going up from the beginning again. Going in 3, 2, 1, and go. Heels elevated. Coming down all the way to full squat. Coming up halfway. Back down, not rebounding. Standing up tall. Good. Again, you can add weight to this if this is too easy with body weight. Right now, this feels great with just body weight. It's hard enough. Good. Coming up to that quarter, keeping that chest up nice and tall. And standing. Good. Almost there. This is the last time you have to do this. 5 seconds left. Get one more in. And back up. Good. Going on to our push-ups again. Last time you have to do it. Do whatever variation you want. 5. 3, 2, 1, and go. Bending all the way over. Good. Obviously, I think we all know which one this relates to. 20-meter rushes, getting up and down from that floor. From that push-up position. If you want to release the hands at the bottom, you can. If not, I don't blame you. Good. Think about corkscrewing your hands into the floor as you get up. As if they're stuck in there. And you're just rotating your pinkies out towards the side. Good. And rest. Oh, I don't know about you, but I am hot. Going on to our glute bridges next. Just had to open my window up a little bit more. All right, going in 3, 2, 1, and go. Heels down, toes up. Squeezing the glutes at the top. Coming back down. Nice slow controlled movement on this one as well. Good. Everybody's doing awesome. I can't see you, but I'm sure you're doing amazing. Good. So exhaling as we come up. Squeezing the glutes. Keeping a nice neutral spine, not overarching the back. Good. We're almost done. And rest. Good job. Onto our blackbirds or our shoulder squeezes, so down on the ground. Not nap time yet, but one can come soon. All right, so lying down on the ground, make sure you guys can see me. Toes curled. Squeeze the glutes. And go. Good. Pulling back. You can raise the head off the ground here if you want. If not, feel free to keep it down on the ground. Leading with the elbows. Hopefully you can hear me. I just realized I've been talking into the floor. So make sure leading with the elbows, squeezing the shoulder blades together. Again, we can do pulses. Squeezing the shoulder blades together, staying in that W position. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Oh my. All right. Side to side, Cossack squat. Nice wide stance. 3, 2, 1, and go. So sitting back, like there's a little chair behind us. Keeping that chest tall. You might lean forward slightly. That's okay. But just try not to fully fold over. Pressing through that foot to stand back up. Think about gripping those toes into the ground. Driving through that foot. We're almost there. And then our last core piece. Try to get a little deeper. And back up. Good, 15 seconds. We're on to our heel taps. So, don't lead with the fingers. Think about leading with core. So bending, head up, and go. 1 minute here. Nice slow controlled movement again. Low back stays on the ground. Belly button to spine. You should be able to breathe through this. Good. Good. We want a nice solid core when we do force testing, because not only does it hold you up, keeps your posture nice, but it helps stabilize when you're lifting heavy weights. So we want nice strong core. Good. We're over halfway there. 15 seconds. Keep breathing. Good. 3, 2, 1, and done. Good job. Oh, just going fine. Let's pause that. Good job, everybody. That's it for today. I'm going to see if there's some more comments. Grab some water, walk around your room a little bit. Too busy working to comment. Good, Wendy. I like that comment. Actually getting the sweat on. Excellent flow. Thanks, Lucas. Those quarter squats were for you. Kind of like a revenge. I don't know if that's what it is. So walk around, grab some water. We're going to do some stretches. Yeah, everybody did awesome today. Super happy. Cool. So I hope everybody wasn't too disappointed that we didn't have just core, but we did have some in there. All right. So what we're going to start off with is a couch stretch. So you can use your couch. I'm going to use my stool so you can kind of see me from the side. We did this one with Brandon. If you tuned into that one, don't worry, it's not going to hurt as much as Brandon's class. But what we're going to do is just place the knee down onto the ground. So if you want to grab a pillow and place it under your knee, you can. And then the top of the foot is going to go on to the top of the couch or your stool. Key to this is trying to get as close to your couch as possible. Other leg, left leg, is going to come out into a lunge. So squeezing your right glute, you're going to feel it a little bit more. You should feel it right in your quad. We're going to hold this for a few seconds just to kind of stretch that out. My quads are really feeling it right now. I don't know about you. Everybody did fantastic. Super proud of everybody today. Hopefully I wasn't too loud for my neighbor down there. She didn't come up and complain, so that's good. Good sign. All right, we're going to switch over. So pressing through that left leg to come back up and bringing the left leg down, right leg into a lunge. Not sure if that's backwards. It looks backwards to me when I say it, but this is my right leg. Squeezing the left glute. You're going to feel it a little bit more once you squeeze. A good feeling. Good. So make sure everybody's sending comments, things that you might want to see us do, or things you enjoyed. But I hope everybody's enjoying the classes. I enjoy doing them. Good. Coming out of this one, we're going to come down into a child's pose. I'm going to move my stool out of the way. Coming down into a child's pose. We're going to take our left hand, placing it out in front of us. Right hand is going to thread through that armpit, pressing down. Did I go black? You can't see me now. Pressing down on that right shoulder, looking out through your left armpit. Hopefully everybody put their deodorant on this morning. Good. Hold this for a few more seconds. All right, unfolding from that one, right arm out in front of us. Left hand is going to thread through, and then look out through that right armpit. Good. All right, next one, scorpion. We're going to lie down on the ground, T position. Hopefully you can all see me still. We're going to start with the left arm nice and straight. Right leg is going to come over onto the other side, lifting the chest off the ground. I'm going to do this from the other side so you can kind of see what it's supposed to look like. So chest should come up. So only going as far as you can. If this is as far, that's okay. But we just want to get a little bit of a stretch in your chest. Good. So we're going to switch to the other side. So I'm going to do my other side. I'm going to face away from you. Good. Unfolding from that one. Final one, just going straight into child's pose. Stretching those arms out in front of us like we're reaching forward, pushing those forearms down. We get a nice stretch in our upper back. All right. So if you have to do any other stretches, feel free to do so. But that is it for today. I'll stick around and comment and reply to everybody. So if you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments or anything else you want to say. All right, so everybody enjoy the rest of the day. It's beautiful and sunny outside. So if you go for a walk, stay in your own neighborhood. And only. All right, bye guys. Have a great day.